Hello and welcome. This is The Simpit. I'm Devin Booth, and the real start of today's show is you guys, the Pit Crew. This is the weekly Pit Pass, a new show every Tuesday that we're going to be doing to run through our stats, our weekly and overall standings for all the series that we have going with the Simpit. As you see up on the screen right now, we have the Simpit Rally results as of yet. Just so you guys are aware, for the Simpit Rally as well as the Simpit Historic Rally, the results will be a little bit behind this week. This rally finishes up on Fridays, so you want to finish it by Thursday, which means that for this week we're actually catching it early, and next week we will catch up with these results as well as the rest of our runners, and a little bit of a story in between as well from a good friend of ours, Alesh, who has been so kind as to do a bit of a recap for each of our rallies every week. Now that aside, let's run through our standings. Taking a look at the Simpit Rally for Monte Carlo this week, we have Dave Blair running in first in the Volkswagen Golf Kit car. We have Davisier 39, Peugeot 306 Maxi in second place. Rabbit Runner is in third, also in the Volkswagen. Douglas Fresh for fourth position. Way Rob 120 for fifth, and O Sarnkvist in sixth position. Again, you have until Thursday to run this rally, so if you guys are looking to get in, you can go ahead and click the links down below in the description. All of the links to our open seasons will be there, and we'll go through those as we look at the next ones. Speaking of which, the next one is the Simpit Historic Rally. This is also in Monte Carlo, but they are using the H2 front-wheel drive vehicles. We have Ola Sarnkvist in first with a Volkswagen, and Marco Faber in second, again Volkswagen. Actually, Volkswagen's for all of these guys. Dave Blair in third, Douglas Fresh in fourth, and Wayrob in fifth. Again, guys, these are not done yet. You have until Thursday to get your runs in, and the link for these rallies will be in the description down below. That's it for Dirt Rally this week. Moving over into iRacing, we're starting off with the Tuesday Night Thunder League. We did miss one of these races. This is the second race you're seeing the results for Eldora, because there was a preseason race beforehand that we do not have up here, but that happened last year, so we're not going to worry about it. In our first TNT weekly race, we got Justin Sherman in first, Billy Strange in second, David Clymer in third, Tyson Landis for fourth, John Zachary for fifth, Brandon Skinner in sixth, Sean Cole in seventh, Dean Hummerstone for eighth, Jerry Watson for ninth, and William Martinez for 10th. Kevin Burrows, Nick Boyd, Lonnie Jameson, Jerry Isaacs, and David Mikulski round out the top 15 for the week with the TNT. Now, I did make a mistake. I said weekly on that one. TNT is actually a bi-weekly series, so you will see next week the standings for the Mustang series instead of TNT, and we will go back and forth as those happen. Moving over to our overall standings, I know it's just the beginning, so these aren't really going to change, but we have Tyson Landis in first, 280 points, 264 to Brandon Skinner for second, and 255 to Billy Strange in third. Justin Sherman and John Zachary bring us to the end of our top five. David Clymer, Jack Kirk, Mark Michkowski, Kevin Burrows, Dave Mikulski, Dean Hummerstone, Nick Boyd, Andrew White, Jerry Watson, and William Bucho Martinez bring us down to our top 15 for the standings so far. Again, these are season standings for the Tuesday Night Thunder League. We are now moving over into our Simpit ARCA series. It's the oval series that we run on Friday nights, 5 p.m. Pacific. Now, the registration for this one is closed, so there won't be links for that in the description, but again, there will be for the rallies as well as the Mustangs. Now, for this week, we had a race at the Nashville Fairgrounds. It was a difficult race, but good fun nonetheless. Tyson Landis came out on top in that one. Matthew Dawson for second place. Mark Michkowski for third. Kevin Burrows and Rob Melnick round out the top five. Bobby Johnson, Randall McGrew, Thomas Dudek, Joa Antonio, and Nick Boyd bring us down to 10th position, with Wayne Roberts, David Blair, Kenneth Eastep, Jerry Watson, and Jeremy McLam rounding out our top 15. Now over to the standings for the season. We have Joe Hildinger sitting up front with 43 points. There will be, I believe, an adjustment here to give Tyson the points. This, I think, hasn't quite worked out yet, but we will see how that all works out in the long run. When we look at the seasons for the next one, there was some hiccups at the end of this race. You guys can take a look at the video on the Simpit Crew channel on Friday for Sean's perspective if you'd like to watch the race, or you can always also go over to twitch.tv/SimpitLive and watch his live broadcasts on the Fridays as they happen. Again, for this season standings, we have Joe Hildinger in the front right now. Again, I think that switches places with Tyson Landis, Matthew Dawson, Mark Michkowski, Kevin Burrows, and Rob Melnick bring us back to 6th, 5th. Again, I'm not sure with the points mix-up, but we'll figure that out next week. Bobby Johnson, Randall McGrew, Thomas Dudek, and Joe Antonio for 10th. Nick Boyd, Wayne Roberts, David Blair, Kenneth Estep, and Jerry Watson bring us down to the top 15. Moving over into the GTE Weekly Series, this is the Simpit Road Series. We run this on Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Pacific. Again, this one is also closed for registration. If you guys are interested in either this or the ARCA Series, those are things you want to register for before the first race of the season. First race for us this season was at Road Atlanta. Gonzalo Perón coming out on top of that one. Kevin Burrows in 2nd with Randall White rounding out the podium in 3rd. Jason Gata in 4th with Sean Cole in 5th position. Chris Generelli for 6th. Wayne Roberts for 7th, Danielle Ariel Munaz for 8th, Amir Assad for 9th, and myself in 10th position. Sam Hinchy, Joe Antonio, Michael B. Thompson, Matt Wagner, and Nick Boyd bring you down to the top 15. Again, we're moving over now to the standings for the season. Obviously, with one race, it's all going to be the same, but we're going to go through it anyways to be in good habits. Gonzalo Perón in 1st with 50 points. Kevin Burrows in 2nd with 40 points. Randall White with 35, rounding out our podium thus far. Jason Gata in with 32, 30 for Sean Cole, 28 for Chris Generelli, Wayne Roberts with 26, Danielle Munoz with 24, 22 for Mr. Amir Assad, and myself, Devin Booth, in 10th with 20. Sam Hinchy, Joe Antonio, Michael B. Thompson, Matt Wagner, and Nick Boyd round out the top 15 for that one. And that's it for this week, my friends. We will have added on next week the Mustang standings. We will also have, again, the overall for the Simpit Rally and the Historic Rally, as well as a catch-up, because, again, this week, we don't have everybody running yet. So, again, as we start to fade off, you guys don't forget to smash the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you're not already, and, of course, comment down below to let us know what we can do to better the show. We'll be here next week on Tuesday. See you guys then. Thanks again. Take care.